Welcome to the Bracket Breakdown. I'm Brandon Chatmon from newsok.com. I'm here with Justin Harper. He's the girls basketball beat writer for the Oklahoman. And we've just received the Class 4A bracket, so we're going to go ahead and break them down for you, brought to you by French Construction. So, Justin, when we're looking at this Class 4A bracket, which first-round matchup do you think people should keep an eye on?
Well, the best one is Newcastle versus Fort Gibson. The reason it's a first-round matchup is because Newcastle stumbled in the area, had to go through the loser's bracket. Otherwise, this never would have been put together in the first round. As it is, you have two teams with only 2 losses that are going to play. Great. Both of them are really good. Both of them have state tournament experience. It'll be a good game to watch. Fort Gibson been in the state final 3 years in a row. Newcastle didn't make it last year, but they were there 2 years ago. They have a really good player in Lauren Gober. That's just that you can't go wrong with that game.
Okay. Well, clearly to get to the state tournament, you need some pretty good players. Give me some players to keep an eye on.
Well, like I said, Lauren Gober is an awfully good player. But actually, Brennan Miller from Fort Gibson, there's a handful of good, solid 12, 15-point players that run the team. But this is one class where there's one player way above everyone else, and that's Taylor Thompson from Cache. She's a little 5'5" guard that is just, you have to watch her to believe her because she scores 22 points a game on average, but she can score 34 if she needs to. And she leads the team in rebounding at 5'5". I mean, she's just all over the place. She guards the best player on their team. She's a terrific player, so she's one to watch.
Yeah, she sounds pretty unreal.
Yeah.
Well, when you're looking at this bracket, obviously it seems like it could be pretty competitive. Go ahead and give me a championship matchup as well as a winner.
Well, Fort Gibson will have that tough test against Newcastle to start, but I think they'll get past that and they'll move on to the final for the 4th straight year, which is pretty unbelievable to make it 4 straight years in a row. Cache is ranked number 1. They shouldn't have any problem advancing to the final. So the championship game, in my estimation, will be Cache Fort Gibson. I'd be really surprised if it wasn't. And as much as I would hate to see one team lose 4 years in a row in the final, I just don't see anyone beating Cache right now. They're really on a roll. And like I said, Taylor Thompson can take over a game anytime she wants to. And Fort Gibson, for a team that's lost 3 years in a row, they have hunger, but they don't come in thinking like, well, this is definitely our year. In fact, they're already saying how they might be better next year than this year. So I think Cache will take it.
All right, Justin. Well, we appreciate your expertise. Log on all week to newsok.com as we'll have plenty of state tournament, high school basketball coverage.